It's time for our February reset. I'm so excited for this new month. I need this fresh start so badly, you guys. I have been in such a slump for like the past week and a half, and I am so ready to get out of this slump, to get over it, and I want to do it together with you guys. I'm sitting here on my floor. I've got the fake fireplace going in the background. It is a cold day. It has been freezing here for the past couple of weeks, which I feel like is not helping my slumpy vibes. The colder it is, the more my skin feels dry and the more I just want to like curl up and hibernate and not do anything and not be productive and just be a rat sitting at home on my phone. But we don't want to be that girl. We want to be the best version of ourselves all year round. And I'm finally starting to feel that motivation kick in, and I just want to pick myself back up, get out of this slump, and start to feel better for the new month of February. I'm wearing this turtleneck. I forgot. I actually wanted to put my favorite cardigan on, but I was like afraid you guys would judge me because I keep wearing this cardigan in all of my videos because I love it so much. Let me go get it. I think I've worn this cardigan in every single one of my recent videos. Oh yeah. Okay, that's cute. However, it kind of clashes with this pillow. Better? No, the pillow was adding coziness. Okay, I'll just put this on later. I feel like it's been a while since we've had a good bestie chat in my vlogs, like FaceTime styles. So I thought it would be cute to do my makeup on camera and do a little get ready, talk about the slumpy vibes, talk about my goals for February a little bit, and just kind of how we're gonna get out of this slump together. Let me know in the comments how you are currently feeling. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm going to be doing a full face of Merit makeup. This is one of my favorite makeup brands, and I can't believe I'm about to utter these words, but this video is sponsored by Merit. What a dream come true. I'm not even kidding. Like, I've been using Merit products for years, since they first launched a couple years ago, and it's the best. Their makeup is the best. It is so simple, it is so foolproof, and it is so me because I feel like I'm a very simple person when it comes to my makeup. I like a quick and easy and foolproof glow because I'm the type to be so distracted and then mess things up. So I'm gonna show you guys my full face of Merit. I will be using my viewfinder and this little compact mirror as my mirror. And we'll just chat about like what's been up, what's been going on, and all of that. The first thing I'm gonna use is this Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. I actually can't believe I'm working with Merit on a sponsored video. Like, can I just fangirl for a second? Can I be real and fangirl with you guys? Like, this is so cool. This is a dream come true. Like I said, I've been shopping Merit since they first launched, and they are known, oh, classic Zoe, makes a mess, spills it on her jeans. Okay. Oh my God. That's what I get for being a weenie. This feels so nice. It's like a serum kind of oil on your face, and it's just the perfect primer for your makeup. I have such sensitive skin that as soon as I touch it, it turns red, but this will go away. Luckily, I didn't get anything on my shirt, but yeah, I got a big glob on my jeans, like on the leg of my jeans. Classic. The first makeup product that I'm going to use is called the Minimalist. This is like a hybrid foundation plus concealer. This is one of the first products from Merit that I tried. I just use it as a concealer, so I will put it on. So I will put it under my eyes and then on any little spots or breakouts that I'm having. And this is so nice and creamy. It blends super, super well. It's not as thick as maybe your classic concealer would be, so you can kind of build onto it depending on the coverage that you like. I got two colors, one for when I do my self-tan, which I honestly should have done last night. Like, speaking of slumpy vibes is how pale and pasty I get. But I got a micro needling facial a week ago, and I've been afraid to self-tan just to kind of, I don't know. I just wanted to give my skin time to breathe. So I'll do that soon. But anyways, I'm using the lighter shade right now. I got the shade Sandstone. They have a really, really wide variety of shades you guys can see on their website. So there's definitely a shade out there for you. I'll first go in and blend it out with my fingers, and then I'll finish up with a brush. I just like how the heat of my fingers kind of helps the product melt into my face. And then I'll go in and blend it out. And I do like using a little bit of a touch lighter concealer because I feel like it gives you that glow. I don't know if that's like too 2018 of a makeup hack, but I'm still there. This brush is from Merit. I now have 2 of them and they are so good. Fluffy, soft, perfect. Okay, so let's jump in right away. I think my number one thing for February to help me get out of this slump is, oh my gosh, you guys, it's so crazy because this has been targeted to me. It's like sometimes the universe is just sending you a message, is getting ready every day, okay? And I'm not talking about going full glam every day. I'm not talking about spending hours getting dressed, makeup, hair, but just doing like a 10-minute getting ready routine so that I can feel better for the rest of the day. I actually had a reel on Instagram targeted to me and it was calling it the 10 for 10 method. So 10 minutes for 10 hours. And I was like, yes, I love this because being real with you, I am never going to be that girl who spends an hour getting ready in the morning. I just can't, like, that's not me. But 10 minutes I can do. So that's it for the minimalist. Now I gotta add some color to my face. I have 3 different blush options from Merit. I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. I never, ever used to wear blush because I feel like I have naturally rosy cheeks. Blush has always terrified me. All through my years, I started wearing makeup in high school. I never wore blush. I would only do bronzer. The first time I ever tried and actually stuck with wearing blush was this very blush from Merit in the shade Beverly Hills. Now, it obviously depends on your complexion and your skin tone, but for me, this was the perfect natural blush color that was also easy to apply. You guys can see how flat it is because I've used it so much. I'm not gonna use it today because I wanna show you guys some new fun colors, but this was kind of my intro into wearing blush and what a difference it makes on your face. It really just gives you this like cute rosy glow, especially as I bring my concealer down, then I wanna add a little bit of like a natural flush to my face. And these Flush Bombs from Merit are foolproof. To this day, it's the only blush that I use. Now, for this video, I wanted to try out some new colors. So I got this beautiful orangey brown in terracotta. I know it can seem a little bit scary, but the photos online really sold it to me to give like a warm, sun-kissed, blushy glow. I've worn it a couple times and I absolutely love it. So that's terracotta. And this one, you guys, I want to show you this one on camera because the transformation is crazy. This is in the shade Bonbon. So candy in French, and it is like a fuchsia pink. Now, again, this can look really scary, but what I love about Merit products is they are foolproof, like I said. So look, watch this. I'm gonna put a little dab on my cheeks. I look insane, right? Like this looks crazy. Watch as I blend it out. I did this in front of JS the other day and he was shocked. I was like, hey, look at my new blush. He was like, are you okay? I was like, just wait. So I'm taking, again, that number 1. This is my second one. So I use one for my concealer and then I use a different version of the same brush for my blush. So I'm just blending it out in circular motions and it's gonna give me this super cute, I find this gives me like a winter cutie girly glow. So I like to concentrate it to the apples of my cheeks, really blend it out. And it's totally buildable. So I feel like I put more on this side. I'm gonna do a touch more. I know the trend right now is to go for like a really bright pink pigmented blush. And this is the perfect way to achieve it, especially if you're like nervous with makeup like me, or you want your dollar to go a little bit further rather than buying this insanely pigmented thing that you're only gonna use once a month on date night or whatever, or girls' night. You can get one that you can double up the pigmentation for those special occasions and then single it up for the everyday. How freaking cute, you guys. I love this blush. It actually makes me feel so cute and feminine. Wait till I put that cardigan on after. So look, that took 2 seconds and this is the kind of little confidence boost that, why do I save this for a special occasion? Why not give myself this little boost every single day? It's the same thing with taking the time to do my hair, whether that's giving myself a quick blowout that takes 10 minutes or slicking my hair back that takes 5. Just actually doing my hair makes me feel so much better. So that's the kind of habit that I want to get into for the month of February. I find it so much easier to feel put together and feel good and feel confident in the summertime, but we still deserve to feel good all year round. And especially if, like me, you live somewhere where the winters are long and harsh, you don't deserve to feel like crap 6 months out of the year, right? So I love that 10 for 10 message. Another thing, you guys, that happened that was crazy is I got targeted this video on YouTube that I will link below for you guys. And she was basically just talking about the importance of getting dressed and getting ready every single day. I feel like this is a habit that I've had for the longest time, is not feeling like I need to dress up. Even in high school, I would wear like sweatpants to school. I just always wanted to be comfy. And of course it's great to be comfy, but what if we could balance feeling comfy and looking cute so that we actually feel better and that we go to work and we want to perform better. We want to make new friends and we want to interact with people. We want to be a better version of ourselves when we feel like we look good. So that video just really inspired me. I feel like it was exactly what I needed to hear to kind of help pull me out of this slump. So I'm gonna be challenging myself to get ready every single day in February, or maybe 6 days out of 7. Like, we're allowed to have one cozy day a week, 1 or 2. I'm gonna do my brows next. My brows are so important to me. I like to brush them up every single day. This is the Brow 1985. I got it in the color dark brown, gorgeous gold packaging, and I'm just gonna use this to brush up my brows. This gives them a slight tint, but also helps them stay in place. It's really the perfect brow product. When I got my microneedling facial, my face was super red for about 48 hours, and I basically just locked myself in the house, was wearing grungy old sweatpants, and just sat around on my couch watching TV. It felt kind of good in the moment to be so lazy, but I actually think that only furthered my slump because I actually found it hard after, I know. I actually found it hard afterwards to, because even though it kind of felt good to be so lazy, it also just kind of made me feel bad about myself that I spent an entire weekend just sitting on the couch, like feeling sorry for myself almost. I don't know. Next up is lashes. I feel like this is something that prevents me from wanting to do my makeup every day, is how annoying it can be to wash off some of my favorite mascaras. This one comes off very, very easily, which makes it nice to use on a day-to-day basis. It's also buildable. So if you just do one coat, it just basically enhances your natural lashes, and then you can go more and more dramatic if you like. For the everyday, I just like a simple little one coat. My sister, who is 20 years old, told me that we're not doing bottom lashes anymore, so I'm gonna listen to her. So that's gonna be my little challenge for February, is putting on a cuter outfit every day, doing my hair every day, even if it's just into a slick bun with a fun clip. I literally put this clip to make me feel more warm and summery, and doing a quick makeup routine most days. Not every day, because sometimes you just don't feel like wearing anything on your face, and I totally get that. I will say that's one thing I love about Merit products, is you don't feel like you have anything on your face. It's so minimalist. It's also clean beauty, which we love. Some days what I'll play around with too is, instead of doing like my full Merit makeup routine, I'll just do lashes, or I'll just do concealer, no mascara. I'll play around with the amount of makeup that I'm wearing based on the type of day that I'm having. But I also feel like I need to get over this idea that makeup is only for special occasions, and that I don't deserve to look good on a day-to-day basis, because what kind of weird message am I sending myself? I genuinely feel happier, more productive when I look put together and cute, and that's okay. We're almost at the last step. I always save my highlighter for last. This is a beautiful new color from Merit called Citrine. Look how, come on, focus. She's a real beauty guru. Her camera won't focus. Come on, baby. It's like a beautiful golden brown. Once again, this is buildable, so I always just put it on the tops of my cheekbones. I like to do a little dab on the nose, and then I'm gonna blend it out. You can also blend it out with your finger. I don't know why I'm using this tiny brush. Blend it out with the nose, on the nose, I should say. The reason I grabbed this brush is because I wanna use this as a bit of like a gentle eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna swipe it over my lid super gently and into the inner tear duct, just to give the eyes a little shimmer. And then I'll just finish up with either a lip balm or a lipstick. This is a lipstick from Merit in the shade Ginger, signature lipstick. I'll just rub it over. I love this lipstick because it's super moisturizing, it's not drying, and You guys can see I literally did it without a mirror. I can't stand those lipsticks where like you have to look in the mirror and you make one wrong move and suddenly you look crazy. So that's it for my quick makeup routine. Obviously, if I wasn't chatting your ear off, this would have been a lot faster. So on the day today, this should take no more than 5 minutes. When you make your first purchase from Merit, it comes with their signature makeup bag. This is so beautiful. I now have a few of these and it makes me so happy whenever I'm out in the wild, let's say like at the gym, at the yoga studio, at Pilates, and I see a girly with the same makeup bag. I'm like, oh, she has good taste. I am so happy with this makeup look. I know you guys will love Merit's products. You can shop everything using my link down below. Like I said, you get the signature makeup bag with your first purchase and shipping is free on purchases over $40 US or $50 Canadian. And for my fellow Canadians, the duties are included. So there's no surprises when it gets to your door. I just love this brand so much. I know so many of you guys love it too, because when I posted that my package arrived on Instagram, so many people were like, I love Merit, I love Merit. And honestly, for good reason. Clean, minimalist beauty, foolproof, easy to apply. You don't feel anything on your face. I would describe this as like a natural enhancement and glow up to how beautiful you already are. So cheesy, but it's true. Thank you so much to Merit for working with me on this video. You guys, I'm gonna put my little cardigan on. What time is it? Dis Siri, quelle heure est-il? Dis Siri, quelle heure est-il?
C'est exactement 11h52.
He's like, it's exactly 11:52. Like, okay. You could say it's exactly 11:30. It's exactly noon, but okay, 11:52, like yeah, that's very exact. I'm just gonna make a snack before I head out for the day. It's kind of like an awkward time. I just had breakfast, but like I don't wanna have to buy lunch out. I feel like I'm gonna end up having to buy lunch out because, anyways, I'm gonna make a yogurt bowl. I got some new yogurt from Ontario that's organic and I'm excited to try. I like live for yogurt these days. And I also got some papaya that I'm gonna make a nice like parfait with. And I have pomegranates. Oh my God, she's living her best life right now. I have to run some errands today. I'm gonna bring you guys along and I wanted to do my kind of monthly reset journaling at a cafe just to get out of the house and change my ideas a little bit. I feel like usually my method for getting out of a slump is like taking action, clean the house, do this, like super fast paced and just like ultra productive, which I love, don't get me wrong, I definitely love, but that's really not the mood I'm in right now. It's funny because in December, I was all about being cozy and kind of slowing down. And then in January, I really revved things up and was moving fast. And a lot of my vlogs have been very productivity focused, which again, I love, but I feel like I just need a little bit of a break. And maybe that's why I kind of got myself into this slump in the first place, because I was maybe doing a little bit too much. So for this reset, I really just want to take it easy. Of course, I want to set goals. I'm going to do my journaling. I'm going to do my gentle productivity planner. I'm going to do all of that at the cafe. I also have an appointment today, which is an appointment that I've been dreading. So we're going to get that out of the way. Oh, and Maggie's going to the groomer. I have to drop her off in about 30 minutes. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't really have a strong agenda for this vlog. I just really wanted to feel like the two of us hanging out. You know, we just did our makeup and had our girly chit chat. It's gonna be like a soft reset, if that makes any sense at all. I feel like you either love papaya or hate it. I personally love it. I think it's one of the best fruits. You know your yogurt's good when it has this like creamy crust on top. I know that sounds so gross, but that's how you know it's good. When we were in Colombia, I think that was the best papaya I'd ever had in my life. Okay, I'm just gonna like spoon it out. I'm not even gonna be cute and cut it. But yeah, when we were in Colombia, there was a fruit bar at the resort we were staying at, and I just ate so much papaya. It was insane. I wish I could have unlimited papaya at home, but you can't always find it because obviously it is not grown close to Canada. How good does that look? Taste test. It's so good. Normally I would do a little drizzle of honey over this, but we're all out. That's not even true. I bought kilograms of honey, you guys. Kilograms from a fundraiser from the summer camp that I went to when I was a kid. I bought these big jars of delicious Ontario honey, and I don't know where I put it. It's somewhere in my kitchen, but JS and I searched for it and we can't find it. Like, I don't know where I put it. Kilograms of honey gone missing. So anyway, I just have to We have to find it. I don't like, I just don't know. I wanted to talk quickly about some of the ways that I know I've been in a slump and the behaviors that I want to change. The biggest indicator for me that I'm in a slump is not wanting to get out of bed in the morning. I will do this thing. I think it's kind of tied to my anxiety, but I know I'm living my best life, feeling my best self when I'm able to get out of bed in the morning. I'm definitely an early bird. Like I like to wake up early. I like to be my most productive in the morning. For me, evenings are for winding down and I like to go to bed early. That's just what makes me happiest. But when I get in this slumpy mood, kind of my anxiety takes over and I will be snoozing my alarm. I do not want to get out of bed. I'm like dreading the day. I basically want to hide away in my bed, and your bed does this thing where when you are feeling that way, it becomes extra comfy. You know what I mean? As soon as your alarm goes off, your sheets have never felt softer. Your bed has never felt more pillowy. And I don't know. I don't like when I'm being that person. Of course, there's instances where we're extra tired and we need the extra rest, but I get out of bed, I don't feel rested. I have this anxiety in my stomach and in my chest. And then it creates this vicious cycle of not being able to finish all my work, not being able to get anything done because I haven't given myself enough time in the day. Then I feel bad, and yeah, vicious cycle for sure. I literally did that this morning. Like, I couldn't get out of bed this morning. So starting tomorrow, I need to get up early. No more excuses. And I need to just force myself for it to happen because I know it will make me feel better. And I have a huge day tomorrow, you guys. I'm presenting a kind of I'm doing a one-on-one with my boss at Studio Joie, which is basically going to be my test of if I'm ready to teach reformer Pilates. So big day tomorrow. All right, I better stop talking. I'm gonna finish my snack. I wanna show you guys Maggie before I drop her off at the groomer. She's so scraggly right now. Okay, I just can't handle it when she's like this. She's so cute. Hi, my angel. But yeah, you guys can see she's got a lot of scraggly fur, which is fine. You're still beautiful. But in the winter, it's really easy for this fur to like drag in the slush and gets really dirty. So that's why I wanted to get her groomed, just to help keep her a bit cleaner. But we won't take off too much hair so you don't get cold, right? I swear when she lounges on the couch like this, it's like she can feel the fireplace. Like obviously there's no heat coming from it, but she just looks so cozy. I'm like, oh, do you feel the warmth, girl? My angel, you're gonna go get groomed. Let's go. I just pulled up to my favorite cafe in my favorite neighborhood. It's Comptoir St. Joe on St. Joseph Street in Lachine, not LaSalle, Lachine. I always get the two mixed up. It's so crazy, you guys. Time just flies. It's already almost 1 p.m. and my appointment's at 2. So I'm really only gonna have time. My whole plan was like, I'm just so delusional when it comes to time. Sometimes I like brought my laptop, I brought a book, but really I'm only gonna have time to do a little bit of journaling and maybe like a smidge of work. Anyway, it's not a big deal. Because then I have to like go and drive to my appointment. I'll tell you guys about that appointment after. But because I'm like feeling stressed about it, because I'm kind of dreading it, I just thought it would be so nice to do my gentle productivity planner and the monthly reset journal pages that are in here outside of the house in my favorite cafe, just kind of romanticizing winter. Of course we can stay cozy and do it inside, but I don't know, it just felt extra special to go out somewhere and do it. Sip on a coffee or a matcha, I'm not sure which yet, and just romanticize the little things. Now, before we go in, actually, I just wanted to give you guys a natural nails update. I've gotten a lot of questions about how it's going. So just in case anyone is new or missed it, I set the goal for myself for 2025 to stop doing my nails, and that included a 3-month nail detox where I am not allowed to put anything on my nails. No base coats, no thickeners, literally nothing except like lotion and oil to let my natural nails grow out. Knock on wood, now it's been a month. This is the first time that I can grow the like white tips out and they don't break. So they're starting to actually look pretty nice. I've been doing a lot of like cuticle care. I've been doing my best. I have a really bad habit of like picking the skin at the sides of my nails. I've been working so hard to stop that, and yeah, I'm finally used to how my nails look now after a month, because prior to this, I haven't had naked nails for more than a couple days in probably like 10 to 15 years. Like it was like my thing was always having my nails painted or done, whether I went to the salon or for the most part, I did it myself over the past bunch of years. But you can see like my thumb is broken. It's like not growing, but I'm enjoying this process, and it's actually been nice to not think about my nails as much as I used to. And of course, like the money saving is great, but also there's like this element of removing, like, let's be real, it's not healthy for us to be breathing in the dust and the chemicals and everything that is used when we do our nails. So it's nice to be non-toxic. I think I'm going to stretch out this challenge for a whole year, and the challenge will be no gel, acrylic, SNS, like no nails. How do I say this? Basically, I'm only going to use regular nail polish. I want to be probably naked most of the time, because the problem with regular nail polish is like it chips and then you're back into that vicious cycle. But if I have a special occasion or something where I want a little bit of color on my hands, I can do so, but only with regular polish. That's going to be my challenge. I think it's going to be interesting. I feel like when gel rose in popularity, we all like threw our regular nail polish out the window, but it definitely has its merits. It's so much easier to take off. And that's always been the problem with me with the gel and with the SNS, is that it takes so long to get off. So long story short, I'm enjoying it. I have been using the Bare Your Hands glass file that brings like a little natural shine. I'm definitely due for another buff up. So maybe we'll do that at home, and I can show you guys how it makes your nails shiny just using glass. So totally non-toxic. So that's the update. Let's go inside and get to journaling. That was such a fail, you guys. I was in there for maybe 20 minutes. Learned my lesson for sure. It's lunchtime and there's a school really close to the cafe. So the school kids like bring their lunch and eat there, and I had to share my table. I had to share my table with like two middle school girls talking about boys, and they were so cute and so funny, but like, yeah, I just obviously couldn't focus because I was like, I couldn't help but listen to their conversation. Like they were sitting at the same table. Like I sat down first and then they were like, oh, can we sit with you? I'm not going to be like, no. So yeah, I just left. I'm just going to go. I did get some of my journaling done, but I think I'll continue at home when I can like focus a little bit better. It was still nice. Like I'm still glad I came. I got a matcha. It's just funny, and lesson learned. I usually come here on the weekends. They have really good food. So maybe I'll not come during the week on a school day when it's full of kids. Okay, I'm going to my appointment now. I've never spoken about this, but this is, anyway, basically, I'm just gonna spit it out because I hate talking about this kind of stuff. It honestly terrifies me, but I got a abnormal pap test result. So I'm going to the hospital so that they can do a follow-up. This has actually been going on for quite a long time and I've never spoken about it because, again, it just terrifies me. I think I'm gonna film a full video on it because it's just like, going through this, that's the only thing that has brought me comfort, is watching videos from other people, because it's so scary and there's like a weird sense of shame and stuff. But seeing other women, like knowing that you're not alone, it helps a lot. So anyway, I'm just mentioning it in this video because I kept referring to this appointment. So and that I'm dreading it, you guys can understand why those kind of women's health appointments are never pleasant. And then when you are going in to get tested for something and, you know, you're just praying for good news, it's obviously scary. But the thing is that you don't get results right away. It takes months actually to get the results. So I'm gonna drive over to the hospital now. I'm gonna be brave. If anyone is wondering why JS is not with me, it's because I told him not to come. I feel like if he was with me, I'm terrified. I'm scared and I'm trying to distract myself. But if he was with me, I feel like I would just be a lot more scared because I'd have someone to lean on, versus when I'm alone, I have to be brave. Like I don't want to go into the hospital crying. I don't want to go in upset. I just want to get in, get it over with. So that's why I'm forcing myself to go alone, because it's just, I don't know. I guess I'm just more comfortable that way. That's that. Show us your haircut. Show us. Oh my goodness, so soft. Looking so beautiful. Wow. Perfectly trimmed bum bum. Yeah. Yes, beautiful girl. Looking so nice. Wait, go here. Good girl. Sit for us. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh, you look gorgeous. Oh my gosh, give us a high five. Yes. Look at those trim paws, cut nails. Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm always blown away by how good Maggie looks. It is so expensive to get her groomed, but they do such an amazing job. She's clean, she's soft. It helps with the shedding, which obviously helps with keeping the house cleaner. Yeah. And then also, like I was showing before, all of the kind of long, her wings they call them, and like the long hair under the belly that drag in the slush, so it helps keep her just overall cleaner. I can't with these paws, like it's so cute. You look so lovely, my girl. Beautiful spots. Such a beautiful dog. Huh? You a pretty girl? She's like, yes, and I know it. I'm back home. Come up, come up. We are just gonna get cozy on the couch for a little bit. I picked up a sandwich on my way home because there was like an awkward gap in between. It was like I would basically come home, park for like I'd only be home for 10 minutes. So I was just like, let me just go get food. It'll save, oh yes. It'll save me time for when I get home, because like they called me on my way back that Maggie was ready. Anyways, my head is kind of spinning a little bit, which I feel like is perfect, because something that I was just thinking about and that I need to realize is like your head's always going to be spinning. Life is always going to be busy. I feel like I get this idea in my head of like, okay, I just need to be productive for a chunk of time and then things will start to flow. And things never flow. Things are always busy, especially in, I don't know, the way that I've designed my life right now and the way that I work as a freelancer. I don't have a 9-to-5 that I clock in and out of. So things are always going to be crazy. And I think deep down, that's how I like it. I like the spontaneousness. I think I thrive a little bit on the kind of stress. So I kind of just need to accept that this is my life. This is the way I've designed it. For the most part, this is how I like it. And it's always going to be like that. But knowing that it will always be like that means that we can always make time, and that I always have to make time for self-care. There is no more this excuse of like, let me just overwork myself, let me just do all this because then things will be smooth, because things will never be smooth. So even in the chaos, I need to learn to take time for myself. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I actually finished my journaling while I was waiting for my appointment, because obviously they were like an hour late. So I finished my journaling. I thought I would just share with you guys some of the kind of standout, my monthly resets at the front. Some of the standout things that I'm gonna be keeping in mind and working on throughout the month. Now, once again, just like last month, I don't have any of these like hard concrete goals. I'm just not in that phase right now. Like I just mentioned, I have enough going on as it is that I don't need to add all this pressure on my shoulders of, okay, make sure you're like working out this many times a week and drinking such and such amount of water and this and that. And like, I just can't right now. Like honestly, just thinking of all of that makes me feel exhausted. I got it. I caught the rogue eyelash. So as cheesy as it is, for February, my theme is going to be self-love, and it's not even really to do with February being love month. It's just some realizations that I've had of how I think of myself versus how I actually am. And I like to think of myself as this like confident, kind of badass person, but I'm really not. Like I really do struggle with my self-confidence, and I struggle with being brave in certain instances. And I can't give you guys a concrete example right now, except, well, my self-confidence is actually not great. Like I compare myself a lot, and I go in and out of phases of that, but I just really want to work on my self-confidence and loving myself enough to put myself together every day, and loving myself enough to, something I'm trying to I feel like I'm going through a bit of a style change. So just embracing that and really just practicing self-love and trying to build up my self-confidence. I want more soft and cozy in the month of February and less hard. January felt like a lot of hard. December, like I had mentioned, was a lot of cozy, and I wanna bring back the cozy and really find that balance. Some of the kind of more concrete goals that I wrote down is my no new books challenge. This I'm really excited for. Somebody once told me that buying books and reading books are two very different hobbies, and that is so true. I would add a third one in there, which is taking books out from the library versus actually reading them. I have such a collection of books that I've either bought or taken out from a lender's library or the public library that I just end up not reading. So I want to work through my current collection of books. Last night, I brought these two to bed with me. They're both like massive books. And I decided I'm gonna go forward with reading this one first. I was just kind of feeling out the vibes. This is more like murder, mystery, kind of spooky, and this, I don't even know how to explain what this is about. I'm not even sure what it's about, but it's by Anne-Marie MacDonald, who wrote my favorite book, Fall on Your Knees. So I'm expecting it to be very literary, very intense, very intelligent. And I'm just a couple of pages in and I'm kind of starting to get into it. I bought this book when I went to see the play adaptation of Fall on Your Knees, and I've been kind of saving it for like a special occasion. Well, you know what? Winter, the end of winter and feeling in a slump is a special occasion to read a big, fat, hopefully cozy book. So I'm gonna read this first and then we'll work our way through this one. That being said, I guess I kind of did cheat because JS and I just bought a new audiobook last night that we're gonna listen to together, which is The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. Carter Sullivan recommended it to me. She was like, Zoe, you need to read this book. And I actually feel like it's gonna fit perfectly with self-confidence and worrying less about what other people think. Because obviously worrying about the opinions of others, I think, can apply to so many of us. I feel like we all deal with that. For me, I have that added element of the online voices and, you know, people always having something to say. So for February and moving on, we're just gonna let them. We're just gonna let them. I also wrote down the 10 for 10 challenge. So 10 minutes for a better 10 hours, like we talked about at the beginning of this video, just getting ready daily in all the different ways that that looks like. So if I wanna wear a sweatsuit, making sure I do maybe my makeup and my hair, or just, you know, kind of like 2 out of the 3 elements of getting ready, making sure I do at least 2 of them every day, even a third. Okay, I just had an instance of not even being able to read my own handwriting. I wanna start waking up earlier. That's a no-brainer. And the other thing I want to work on for February is my posture. So I've kind of caught myself on video just having the worst posture, and I really want to work on sitting up straighter, pulling my shoulders down, having that better posture, because it's good for you. And I also think having a good posture will impact your self-confidence. So boom, I just caught myself. We're gonna sit up straight. I have a couple of manifesting things like new sponsorships, reformer teaching start. I'm doing that tomorrow. My boss just confirmed with me that we're gonna meet at 1:30 tomorrow. Just kind of manifesting like the let them theory and embracing that and internalizing it and actually being that person who can just let them say or do or think whatever they wanna think, whoever they is. Cozy hobbies. This is another thing that I've been so inspired by Carter for, is she's always talking lately about her cozy hobbies. And I kind of realized I don't really have any cozy hobbies and I deserve some. I want to start some. Actually, let me grab it. It's right here. I feel like reading, this old bag. I feel like reading is definitely a cozy hobby. But I've always been on the lookout for something I can do while watching TV that kind of gets me off my phone, because I usually save reading for like morning and night. But while relaxing, while watching TV, I decided that I want to start needlepoint. And I actually bought this Winnie the Pooh. It was like the cheapest, easiest one, okay? I bought this when I was in Florida at Hobby Lobby. And I never started it, but then a couple weekends ago I got started. So I think I'm gonna continue working on this a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna really do anything with this, but it's just to get into the habit of needlepoint. And then once I kind of master it, then I can order some of the cute prints, because they have really cute ones, but it's weirdly so expensive. I actually bought this pattern as well from Hobby Lobby that looks a lot more difficult, so that'll be my second one. So I have 2 projects that I can work on, and then the last thing that I've seen Carter doing is junk journaling. So I'm gonna start collecting little bits and bobs to do a junk journal, because I have the perfect journal for it, and it's such a cute idea as a way of like scrapbooking and just like releasing control. So I'm gonna wrap up this video here. It is an absolute snow globe outside, so I'm just gonna stay cozy. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Merit, for sponsoring. Seriously, my favorite makeup brand. This is such a dream. I hope that February is super healthy and super wealthy for you guys. Nothing but healthy and wealthy vibes, okay? Okay. I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye.